Welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. My name is Elsie Godwin and I'm here with Ife Oluwa-Oshunkeye and Ewa Owitu.
Hi. What's up?
How are you doing?
Great.
It's been a while. We dragged it out of the bag again.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with Davido. He tops the list of top Nigerian Instagram rich people. Or is the Instagram rich list? Right, okay. So he came out #1, and who's #2 again? I think Funke Akindele is #2, yeah. And then we have, at least for top 10 in Nigeria, we have Genevieve Inaji, one of the P Square guys. Is it Peter Opo? One of them. Yeah, there. So basically, this list means that I think they said his own was $74,000, right? That's for Davido. So it means that if you want to contract Davido to put up a post on his Instagram page, that is the amount you're supposed to pay.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you
for one post.
Sorry, I was gonna ask you because I know this is like your field since you're a digital marketer. Because with this list, I'm trying to understand how they came about this list, and it is just one platform. Now, that's according to their own statistics, right? Yeah. It doesn't mean that that is global, because I don't even think Davido charges up to 26 million naira for a show. For a show, okay. As in even to perform at a show. I don't think Davido charges up to 26. So if you're saying for one post, how did they come up with that? Maybe you can enlighten me, because I tried, I didn't understand.
Of course, it's your number of followers and the number of people they know that your content can reach.
But is it actually, can it be real?
Over
that
there,
for one post?
Over there, yes, trust me, people are making serious money.
For just one single post.
But right here, nah, nobody's going to pay you that kind of money to put up a post. It's not because it is impossible, but just because we do, for almost every industry in Nigeria, we don't have the structure, and then it's a case of the industry still growing, and there's always a Nigerian factor. So digital marketing is lucrative, but it's not that lucrative in Nigeria.
So are you saying, like, for instance, because I don't know
if you guys remembered when the figure for how much Kim charges for a post
for a tweet. We saw that. We saw that. That's Kim Kardashian.
That's Kim, actually. I was going to say
that's the point. People are saying that's Kim, but at the end of the day, they're not going to give her the money because it's Kim. They're still going to use the metrics to find out how many people her Instagram page can reach. So if you're saying, okay, that's Kim, I think Kim has about how many million followers? I
have no idea.
Okay, maybe someone can quickly check that for us. But I think it's about 25 million or thereabouts. Let me just say, hypothetically speaking, she has about 25 million followers. And Davido has about how many? 11 million. 11, yeah. So even if you calculate how much Kim is taking and say you want to divide it into 2, do you get what I'm saying? It's not like it's preposterous.
But my question is, as for Kim, it's a worldwide statistics. Now, they put it out there. Even Twitter will tell you that we pay Kim to tweet this because she gets a lot of retweets. Now, this is just one platform making a list, which is why I have a problem with all of this. Do you understand? It's just one platform making a list and saying that, okay, this is the
Kim is about 144 million followers.
Okay. Yeah.
And then this list is actually a global list, because it's like, it's just like
it's a global
it's also a global list. And I'm wondering that, have I ever seen Davido put out
an advert? I was going to say that, why I had the problem with it, and the reason why I want to believe it's possible is because Davido, first of all, doesn't post like, let me say, for example, partnership post with Delta Soap or partnership post with something. He basically posts about is any brand that is their brand ambassador. So I feel like maybe if a brand can pay him 26 million naira, but like a regular just for advertising this cup.
Or maybe if you're saying that because we also know that Davido is the brand ambassador for Pepsi, for Infinix, and all of that. Yeah. So unless you're telling me that for every post, apart from his contract to Infinix, that Davido put out for Infinix, they give him 26 million.
I don't know where you... The thing is, you're even confusing me now, because I don't know what you really want to understand. What they've given you is a standard fee. Yeah. That if you want to say, I want to pay Davido the standard price for him to put out a post for me, this is what his Instagram page is supposed to earn. Okay. But is he getting that is now the question. Of course not, he's not. But even pages with about 50,000 followers, 30,000 followers, they'll tell you that you're supposed to at least earn about, I can't remember the figure now, but it's something, if you change the figure to Nigeria, it's supposed to be around 70 to 100,000 naira per post.
So they derive this amount.
So they derive this amount. You know, at the end of the day, we are changing it to naira, and it's looking so big. But is there money over there?
So and $4,000?
Yes, is there money over there? So
it's small.
What's small?
No, I'm saying it's small.
No, it's not small. It's not.
Yes, when we converted it to
Naira, it's ridiculous. 26 million.
Say, but the $4,000 sounds ridiculous already.
No,
why would you
like
say
for Davido, it's not that
people?
Ridiculous, actually.
Well, I'm not saying for what they. I'm just saying that okay. Well, I really don't know how to put this.
You don't know how it works, basically.
Yeah, I'm just saying maybe if Instagram should now come out and say that, yeah, for every post, maybe, because for Kim Kardashian, Twitter backed it up. Do you understand? But in this case, I haven't seen any backup. But if they're saying it's 26 or more, I'm going to increase my followers.
Twitter and Instagram are two different platforms. They're owned by two different people. And if you know Jack, the way he handles it, so Jack is the owner of Twitter, and the way Mark handles the publicity for their own platform
totally
differs. Mark will not come out to talk about how much you're supposed to earn from their
call him Mark
post
as if he's your guy.
Because
he's not Mark.
Because they are more interested in getting people to do sponsored posts. If you are a digital marketer and you follow their trend, you understand that there are more stringent rules on Instagram and Facebook that usually forces people, even influencers, to promote their posts. But on Twitter, if you have that reach, it's just clear, just a tweet, everybody will know that, okay, this person has the reach. But on Instagram, you might have 1 million followers and post something and still not get up to 20,000 likes. It doesn't mean your followers are fake, but it's the algorithm they are working with, and they are deliberately doing this because it's a business for them they need to make money. So don't expect a Mark or anybody from Instagram to come and back this up. Instead, they'll find a way to make it even more difficult for your post to reach the amount of people you're supposed to reach, and you know, it's just crazy. But I love this list because I feel like it's going to change the landscape of digital marketing in Nigeria. It's probably, of course, nobody's expecting them to pay 26 million per post, right? But to an extent, people will begin to understand what they are worth and know what these platforms should be for them. You know, when they want to charge and they know what they are doing, because so many people don't even understand the values they own in that space. Even ambassadorial deals. Sometimes they collect very funny little money. And then they come out to hype the price for nothing.
Like she knows so much.
I know, you don't even about knowing so much. She's fighting for her rights. Like, people don't know about it. So we understand, so it's fine. It's fine. Now that
and the funny thing is, even the agencies understand. They know. And they collect what you are worth from the brand. But it is when the money is now coming down to these celebrities, the ambassadors, the influencers, then you realize that they are cutting. The chopping is high, guy. Like, imagine you're collecting $1 million on one person's head and you're giving a person 100K. Wow. Still on quarrel. Okay, let's move on.
You see? She's fighting for herself because she's being treated.
Burna Boy features Bob Marley's son on his new album, and also Angelique Kidjo is going to be on that album. I saw the album list. I think he tweeted it on his Twitter page, and then I think that also answers Ifelma's question. She was saying something about wanting to know if Jarai was going to be on the album, and it's not. I don't know. I didn't see it on the album, so clearly Burna Boy is not having Jarai on this.
But did you observe the subtle way that it released this, and it has A-list artists, it has Georgia Smith, it has people like YG, it has Damian Marley, it has...
Why do you call it subtle?
Because every time we saw Blow My Mind, we discussed the Davido featuring Chris Brown. Every time we saw Davido feature, and I'm like, look, this is so subtle. Now, this is the way I expect the Nigerian music industry to be. Now, if we are doing international collaboration, we're not supposed to be like, hey, yeah, we made it because we're doing international.
It is a success, and you're supposed to celebrate it. Now, you think that Burna Boy is being subtle because we did not discuss him on this show. He has been going round.
He just released the list. What did you see him drop that? Oh, I'm releasing the song. I'm doing this.
Promotions. The Jimmy Kimmel show that we said he was going to recently. What do you think he went there to do? He's been doing global promotions, not just social media promotion.
Because of the girl is dating. She's also part.
So it is the girl now that's
No. It's not about the girl.
It's not about the girl at all. Please. If for anything, she's even feeding off his fame.
I was going to say that,
like,
like, she's the one benefiting from his fame.
Can you guys just let me land?
Okay.
I was getting somewhere.
All right.
Okay. So.
If you're not getting anywhere,
I
you're
was getting
landed.
somewhere.
Okay.
I'm telling you that, okay, look. Burna Boy became famous when Kanye West dropped an album called Ye, right? And when everybody tried to stream Ye, they found Ye. Now, that was when Burna Boy's international recognition started, right? Now, he's now engaged or is dating.
That was not when it started. That was when it became bigger.
When that was when the outside world was saying him. Let's put it that way.
That's the international recognition.
I know what I'm saying, but that was not when it started. But let's carry on. Go ahead.
All right, so now he's dating Stefflon Don. Stefflon Don has worked with people like DJ Khaled. She's friends with people like Cardi B. She's this, she's that. She's an international artist. She's a Grammy-nominated artist. Now, if you're telling me that he has been doing international, obviously, everybody wants Stefflon Don on an interview right now because they want her to talk about her relationship with Burna Boy. They want Burna Boy on an interview because they want him to talk about his relationship. So they're feeding off each other. So don't be saying it is because of the album that he's doing the international promo. No, right now it's just the time for Burna Boy. And I'm telling you that this is how a proper African giant will drop success. It's not everything.
No, wait. I want to ask you a question. Do you think that Burna Boy will actually put that album out without promotion?
What? Without promotion?
Yeah.
But he's been doing the African Giant tour. Like, wouldn't know that? So for him to name this the African Giant,
so
obviously that's
for
a subtle promotion as well.
No, okay, hold on. Let me understand. Are you saying that the fact that Davido posted
about
Blow My Mind
I'm not saying
cover
Davido,
on the
do
page?
not get me
no,
wrong,
you mentioned Blow My Mind, so let's just mention who the name of the song is.
I am not saying the fact that Davido. I am saying the reaction we always have, right? Or the way we always try to push it like it's such a big deal. Now, it wasn't Davido. It's the people now.
Okay, so you are worried about the people, not the artists themselves.
But I was going to say that this morning, like this afternoon, I've been on the internet and then I think people have really been hyping this album yeah. Because so basically it's the same thing they did for
it's the same thing, but you know, not like. Don't worry. Let's just move on to the next story.
I really want to get you, Faye.
I've tried, but it seems you guys.
Do you have anything to say about this album?
I just want to say congratulations to Burna Boy. I can't wait to listen to the album anyway.
Yeah,
it's always fire from Burna Boy. So.
And I'd love to see what he would do with Bob Marley's son too, Damien. Yeah. So, okay, it's time for a quick break. But when we come back, we'll have more stories for you.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofiukubo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Queen WOKOMA'S, is it WOKOMA or WOKOMA? I don't know. Her ex-husband pens down suicidal note on social media weeks after the divorce, and this story has been generating conversation since yesterday because when the divorce happened, he was the same person to come out by himself to tell us that he's now having peace of mind. I remember it was on the popular blogging platform on Instagram, and people were like, oh, these actresses, they can take away your peace. Yeah. Thank God you're now going away from her, and then you're going to have your peace back and be a lucky man. You find a good wife that is someone who is not in the faces of everyone. I mean, I read all sorts, right? And this lady kept absolutely quiet. And now he's putting out this very disturbing caption on social media is quite disturbing because he was clear
Aside
with
from the caption, he has
suicide
also been rushed to the
hashtag.
hospital. He tried taking his life, so he's in the hospital presently recuperating. And yeah, so and they said this is the
how did
third,
he try to take his life?
I don't know about. They didn't disclose, and
Hope
they
he's
said
not
this
sniper.
is the third attempt that is trying to take his
After
life.
the divorce?
After the divorce, yes.
Third.
Third attempt.
This was like 2 weeks ago, so he has tried to kill himself 3
Yeah,
times.
they said according to the breaking news that he's now in the hospital. There's even a picture to it and all that. Wow. So he's actually in the hospital. So well, my heart just goes out to him. It's not about right now. It's not about us bashing anybody like, oh, this was the same guy. That suicide is not something to play around with. And I think what we should be feeling for this guy is empathy, because he said, I lost everything. You don't know what happened. We're not in the relationship. So I think what we should feel right now is empathy and make sure this guy is okay.
Well, I hope he gets the help he needs, and I hope he sees a psychiatric person or a psychologist or whoever he needs to see, because I mean, so many people were in the comment section trying to blame the ex-wife for what is going on. But I mean, so many people have also gone through marriages or relationships that have ended. It's not enough for you to end your life, and there's so much more you can achieve. There are people who love you out there, and also, I mean, we're talking about the conversations people have on him, and some are saying this could be a ploy to try to get the woman back into his life. Because some, quote and unquote, said in the comment section that those who know him say he's a very manipulative person and all that. You know, I don't know. I'm not in their home, like Ife has rightly said. But whatever the case may be, his happiness is important, her happiness is important, and the health of the child they have together is quite important. So I think he needs to get himself together and understand that this is life. Whether she says she's done or he says he's done, whoever is done should... Life goes on. Life goes on. So whatever this is, he needs to walk through it for the sake of his son, right? Yeah. That's just it. It's not for anybody else, but for himself and the son. So yes, I empathize with him, but he needs to find strength somehow and find help.
I think I'm just going to agree with both of you, because like Ife said rightly, suicide is not something everybody should play around with or try to put blame on somebody or the other. I hope he finds help, and then like you said too, it's not, I don't want to say it's not that deep, but like whatsoever happens, life goes on. And then he's the only one speaking to the media every time.
No worries, yeah.
And you told us about the marriage, you told us about, now you're coming to say she won everything, she did this, she that. And of course, is something an emotional manipulator can do. You get, like, because this woman, we don't know what she's going through too, so we can't necessarily say.
She has asked people to pray for him.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think that's the best she can do. So hopefully he would come out stronger. Because in the same way, the way people deal with issues is totally different. I could go through this kind of heartbreak or divorce and still come out and be good and not be bothered. And somebody will go through the same thing and feel like the world has come to an end. So we need to understand it from that angle and hope that
he gets the love he needs.
Get the love he needs, but I'm not sure it's going. That love is coming from Queen. I don't think so. Anyway, moving on. Sweden charges US rapper A$AP Rocky with assault. We had this conversation yesterday. We also have talked about it before yesterday. I think it's been in the news all
for
through
about 3 weeks now.
And finally, it's assault. And in Sweden, you get a maximum of 2 years in prison. Yeah. So, since they say the Prime Minister, has assured Trump that he will get a fair hearing. So let's see how this fair hearing is going to go.
Exactly. So I'm just going to wait for the law to take its course on this one. But we all know that this is still about the indiscrimination and white privileges and black people being profiled, because same person. Okay, imagine someone like what's that rapper's name? The one we spoke about, the white guy that said he also had an issue. That guy, that guy was found with drugs, narcotics, assault, battery, and whatnot, and it was just $10,000 that he was fined, and now this guy is going to court and it's a proper trial. So let's see how this goes, if he's going to get fined or if he's going to get sentenced. So until then, I just want to see how this plays out.
Honestly, I pray that he gets out of this and doesn't have to go to jail. But as much as I pray that, I hope he also learns his lesson. Because A$AP has been quoted saying that he doesn't care, he can't relate to black people's problem, he can't relate to racism. it can't relate to all those things, but now it's facing it now. So most black people, apart from like some selected celebrities, are like, well, they can't relate to Sweden too because they don't live there. They can't relate to Sweden because they don't have money to travel out and even go to a white man's country and all of that. Wow. I hope he learns his lesson and know that there are some things that you'd rather just not say. If that's how you really feel, you can always keep quiet about it. Nobody's going to come and put a gun through your head that, okay, you have to say this.
Out of you.
Honestly.
All right, I hope he learns his lesson and I hope he comes out of this soon also. It's time for another quick break, but when we come back, we have just one more story for you. We'll be right back.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are WOKOMA'S.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom. You know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can. Welcome back. Monique slams Oprah Winfrey, refuses to end feud until she publicly apologizes. This one, I went back to watch the whole video, the interview she granted with, I think their comedy, something comedy is a platform, and I felt happy, you know. I also watched Wendy's opinion about this particular issue like way back, and Wendy was of the opinion that, yeah, Oprah actually wronged you, but I think you should have used this situation to make money for yourself, probably find a way to write a book and all that. But I don't think anybody's coming out to say she's not in the right or that she doesn't have a reason to be hurt or angry, you know. But I just hope that Oprah would want to address this in a better way, because she's really hurt, and she said so many things that I don't even want to get into, right? She also talked about Whoopi Goldberg, but maybe we shouldn't go to that part just yet.
This issue has been ongoing for about 9 years now, because when our brother and our parents were on the Oprah show was in 2010, and she has a very, 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 very disturbed family. Now, she called her dad an alcoholic. She called her mom greedy. She said our brother also admitted to being a drug addict. He also went to jail for 15 years for abusing a child. Our brother, who was our then manager, was also that wasn't the one molesting her. He also called her the greedy person. So she said when Oprah reached out to her about this interview that your brother is coming to speak about being a child sexual predator and all of that, that she invited her, but she never mentioned to her that your mom and dad, because if she had told her, she would have shut down the interview. And she said until she started seeing promos, and then she was watching the show and she was looking at her dad and she knew he was drunk, even while he was on set. And she was looking at her mom as well, and she spoke about all these things that with Oprah, even before the show, that look, I'm not even in good terms with my parents, you understand? These are people that we don't talk, they're greedy. She said things that Oprah even told her about parents. She's not going to mention it because it was personal. They were talking to each other. So it's just crazy that Oprah would do that, and it will be so difficult after 9 years to just say, if this person feels like, okay, you've wronged them so hard for 9 years, it takes nothing out of you to just say I'm sorry. Even though she said Oprah said she's sorry, but it wasn't heartfelt. So she
No, she said, if you think I hurt you, that is not an apology that is coming from you understanding that you've done some, or you've crossed the line.
According to, I think she said, Oprah apologized because of the camera and because it was like a public place. She just said, if you think I've hurt you, I'm sorry, I apologize. For me, I think that Oprah should just really come out and apologize. If somebody is coming out like for 9 years and the person has been on that issue that you've really done something wrong and it's about their family. Like family is something that is very personal. I won't say something to you about my family and then I'll hear it from somebody else, or you just pull up a show or whatever about the people I opened up to you about, and then without telling me, and then you think that I should be fine with it or whatever happened because you're Oprah. And to think that Oprah is somebody that she has looked up to while she was growing up and all of that.
Yeah, it reminds me of what she also said, where she said that she reminded Oprah of when she met her in the early days.
Yeah.
And then Oprah hugged her and said, I see me in you. And then Oprah said, I say that to everybody. And I think that just... I just wish that Oprah would reach out to her, apologize, and shut this whole conversation down, because it's bringing a light that the side of Oprah that I don't want to see.
Yeah, that's what she said in an interview, that people are going to see her for who she is
but
now.
I'd rather see you for the person I look up to, that side of you. I don't want to know your bad side. I'm the kind of person that will always try to hold on to the good side of people, no matter how much you want to rub the bad side on my face. So when I go away from you finally, or when we part ways, I would still want to hold on to the good part, because remaining the bad part is always going to hurt you yourself and not the person you think you're thinking about, right? So I don't want my idea of Oprah to be tainted in any way, and I think that she should really try to shut this down by just apologizing and moving on, even if she doesn't mean it. Let her just say something.
Honestly, because it's not something, I don't think she's going to let it go soon, because she says people come to her every time and are like, oh, your mama and like your mom is this, your mom is that, and then she was like, even if she had issues with her mom, she does not want the public to see the kind of... So many people have issues in their family, but wanting to put it in the public domain is a personal decision. It's very terrible.
And then she could tell she could see the BS from a mile away when her brother said it was going. She saw that, okay, this was just for clout, this was for money, this was for...
And then she was nice enough not to shut it down, because she said, Oprah asked her and said, if you don't want this interview to go on, we can shut it down.
And
but she felt like
she's just the brother. That's just the brother until she saw our mom. And so I think Oprah should just apologize. And on that note.
All right. On that note, like you said, that's how we end this episode. Catch you tomorrow for a fresh episode of the program. But before then, thank you as always to go to my co-anchor, Ewa Oritu and Ifeoluwa Oshokeye, and the entire production team. My name is Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching.